game show where celebrities compete to title Kostabi paintings for cash awards. And tonight's contestants are the very influential painter and editor of ArtNet magazine, Walter Robinson. And filmmaker and internet phenomenon, Susan Buice. And the art critic and editor of Paper Magazine, Carlo McCormick. And so, and then we have Kathy Supove here on piano. And this is the first painting that needs a title. And if you'll allow me to analyze the picture, I think he's climbing in between Baroque and metaphysical architecture. But we're not going to call it going for Baroque. Lisa remembers that title. Because it used to be called Going for Baroque, and we crossed that off because it's too punny. It's kind of a serious painting, kind of deep and profound, we hope, and so it deserves a good title. What do you think, Carlo? You're good at that. You're good
you know, I think Going for
titles.
Baroque's really good. I mean, I can't believe you're, you know.
But we're upgrading now.
Who was the genius who came up with that? Do you remember?
It might have been you.
Oh, my
God.
God.
But that was before we reworked the painting.
Was I really ever that funny?
Carlo, but the painting lacked something. It used to have a blue sky, and now we've added this metaphysical architecture that comes, that's inspired by which 20th century artist? De Chirico. Who said $20 to Lisa Rosen for knowing her art history. Some Roman Baroque architect inspired the right part. Do we have any titles to propose?
How about Look Out Below?
Well, that's equally punny, but it's more...
He wants some gravitas, I think.
Look out below. Okay, Susan Buice.
Rising Above.
That's good and straightforward. Rising Above. It's certainly not embarrassing. It's not overly punny. Carlo.
Architectural Ascent.
That's pretty good. Let's vote on... Oh, you have another one, Walter?
Aesthetic Abyss.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Now, Walter.
See, it inspires ohs and laughs.
Yes.
You got it both ways, man.
Aesthetic Abyss. Let's vote on that. Can I buy for $20? Aesthetic Abyss. Oh, Walter,
I think
look
that's
at that. Did you? Did you mean? Okay, it's a couple that are sitting together, very close physically, but very far apart emotionally and in their soul. The guy is using his telescope to find a different woman, and she's talking to someone on her cell phone. They're not really connected spiritually, only physically and only with caffeine. They're having coffee. And there are two little sailboat paintings in the background. You should like that, Walter, right? The sailboat paintings. You're into stuff like that, right?
I am?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
It goes with the Walter Foster aesthetic, of which you were the very first in the serious art
I
world
like those
to champion.
paintings.
Yeah. Sailboat paintings.
Yeah.
Carlo, here we have two lovers that are bored with each other. Do we have a title? Susan?
Yeah, I think it's The Digital Divide.
The Digital Divide. That's
Yeah.
very good. Carlo, do you have something that can rise to the...
That's a good one. Maybe Walter wants to
Walter,
go
do you dare compete with Susan Buice on the Digital Divide?
Gee, I feel it would be ungentlemanly.
That's not going to bring home the bacon, right, Lisa?
Let's see what the jury says.
Can I buy The Digital Divide by Susan Buice for $20? Is that worth 20?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I liked it.
Almost 40. $20. The Digital Divide. Thank you. Everybody else is having a good time, and he's in a self-inflicted psychological cage.
I got one.
He looks content.
I got it.
He does look content in there. Yeah,
In
that's
honor,
the illusion. What is
In honor
it?
of many dear friends, I call that one sobriety.
This is called sobriety. Wow. He is content, as Derek Storm pointed out.
Oh, yes, me and my so-called friends.
Oh. Okay, first let's vote on Me and My So-Called Friends by Louis Fleck. Is that worth $20?
Oh, life is a zoo.
Oh, Life is a Zoo, but Louis Fleck is taking home the $20. Thank you. Here's a love scene.
Get that for the next one.
Here's a love scene with a little birdhouse type doghouse thing in the distance.
Look, Mom, no lips.
That could just take the prize, right? Look, Ma, no lips. What do you think, Susan?
Get a room.
Get a room. Oh my gosh, that's good too. Okay, both of those have got nice responses from the jury. And Walter.
She's reaching for my wallet.
Well, all right. Can I buy Get a Room by Susan Buice for $20?
Very good.
That's probably going to win. Just in case, Walter said, she's reaching for my wallet. Can I buy that for $20?
They like it. They just
like
don't think it's a title.
Okay. And Carlo, you said,
Look, Mom, no lips.
Look, Mom, no lips. Can I buy that for $20? No, the money
I
goes...
get gonged at least.
Oh, not quite. You got 3 people who like that. Look, Maley and Mr. Collector like that. The money goes to Susan Buice. Get a room. Okay. And continuing to get a room.
I got a title for that one.
What would that be, Walter?
The Moons of Titan.
You said it with a lot of authority. The Moons of Titan. I love it. Susan, do we have a title from you?
Mesmerizing globes.
Mesmerizing globes. She's paying attention. Carlo, we've got some fierce competition today.
Wow, I'm sorry I don't have a good title because those two are both so lame. Someone's got to rescue this painting from utter obscurity, but I can't do it right now.
Utter obscurity. Wow. What do we have, Mr. McCormick?
Well, I'll vote on theirs. If I can come up with something better, I will. But
Okay, Walter, you said the
Moons
The
of Titan.
Moons of Titan.
the Moons of
Should be
Titan.
the Moon of Titans, but
Should we go with your first one? Can I buy The Moons of Titan by Walter Robinson for $20?
Good one.
I think I'll buy it. Very nice. Thank you, Walter. Okay, now we have a painting of 2 pianists. We have 2 pianists here today also. That would be Kathy and myself. I'm sure there are other pianists out there too. But later, there may be a duet, not unlike what we see in this painting. 2 pianists.
far out.
One. Oh, thank you. Why did you say far out? Do you kind of like the picture,
Because
Walter?
it's like there's 2 piano players and you said duet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense.
I dig that, man.
Yeah. That could inspire a title, the duet quality. Yes, Derek, analysis perhaps, or a title?
I had a title.
Go ahead, why not? Gary and Deanna's
Based
not
on dueling instruments of any sort, I can't help but think of Deliverance.
Deliverance. Okay.
But they're delivering music and
Yeah,
delivering
that's
joy.
not bad.
I would just call it Deliverance.
Any further analysis? Julio, do you like this painting?
Metaphysical jewel.
Metaphysical Jewel?
I love the colors in that.
You love the colors. Lisa, the colors are different from
Different
your
from
typical
usual.
Kostabi. Yeah, because there's no black. They're all kind of medium toned and pastel. Okay, so we need more title proposals.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying. I just love Kathy Supove's music. She's one of New York's greatest avant-garde pianists, and such a pleasure to have her on the show, delivering those atmospheric
How about Key
moments.
Encounter?
Key Encounter. Oh my God, that's pretty good. Can I buy Key Encounter by Carlo McCormick? Looks like you're going to get double the money. Double the money. All right. Card players. And he might be a cheater. See the guy standing behind one of the players, calling some info into to someone else with a cell phone. There's some cheating going on here. Yes, Carlo.
Raw Deal.
Raw deal. It's pretty good. Susan?
Corporate thugs.
Corporate what?
Corporate thugs.
Corporate thugs. That's tough. Punchy title. Walter.
Well, he is green.
Is that a title or is that analysis?
A green play, I'd say.
The Green Plague.
A green play.
A Green Plague. You have a huge fan club in the back row, Walter, do you know?
Yeah, I like them too.
All right, so Derek, Storm.
Yes.
Do you have any analysis to offer before we vote on the titles of the luminaries? Ooh, that
But
means a lot.
they're cheating, but you don't know for who.
Right. Good analysis.
Because the guy in the yellow doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
receiving any information they can give him, so you don't know who they're cheating for.
That's right. And do we ever know who we are truly cheating for? Okay, very deep.
About it, you
Let's see
are.
who we're cheating
What?
on.
That's a good title. Who are we cheating for?
Who are we cheating for?
That's a good one, Mark. You might
Can
have
I
to
buy
say
it?
yourself.
Who Are We Cheating For? By Mark Kostabi for $20.
Good job.
Oh, I'm going to give
Yes.
myself $40. Out of one cup? Out of one? Okay. We have a painting.
That's a pretty one.
This is natural, man. It's
Confronting
behind,
the Kiriko.
it's
Yes?
behind the 8 ball.
Behind the 8 ball. That's pretty
you got
good.
both of them
You're
in there.
quick. Susan and Walter. Notice there's also a big pencil in there, a sharpened one.
A number 2 pencil.
A number 2 with an eraser, only partially used. Susan, what do you think of this picture?
I think it's provocative.
Yeah? Not unlike your movie called Four-Eyed Monsters.
Right.
Right? Four-Eyed Monster, right?
No, monsters.
Plural.
Yeah.
There's more than one of them.
Yeah.
And the 2 push pins are a nice touch down here.
Yeah, those are nice.
All right, so we know that you think the painting is provocative. Do you have a title for it, or should we come back to you? We'll come back to you. Walter,
Yeah.
what do we have?
The eggheads are watching and they're taking notes.
That's would be a long title to fit on that little back, you know?
Yeah.
Can I buy The Eggheads Are Watching and They're Taking Notes by Walter Robinson for...
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous. You cannot buy that. You can't buy that. The fix is in.
Okay, so we have another eavesdropping scene, but this time there's no card playing taking place. It's 2 people thinking that they're telling each other a secret, oblivious to the fact that eavesdropping is everywhere. In this case, in the form of 2 pointy hat guys calling in the info. Any further analysis to offer by our analysts in the front row? Giulio, analysis? Not a title, necessarily.
Or a title. I
Or a
would say
title.
that secret is something you tell one person at a time.
A secret is something you tell one person at a time? Okay. That actually sounds like analysis. But I can see that you want to be up here, Giulio. Giulio,
One day.
quite possibly. You're certainly making a profound effort. Susan, Walter, and Carlo. We've heard Giulio Nataliki's analysis.
How about a shared intimacy?
Oh, that's pretty nice. I like it. But can I buy A Shared Intimacy by Carlo McCormick? Actually, we have to consider other proposals. But it got some good.
I felt close. I felt
Derek
close.
was rooting
Mike.
for you.
Yeah.
Derek was rooting for you. It might happen.
I got one for
Yes.
you.
What would that be?
I thought they were with you.
That's
pretty
too.
good
That's
also.
good too. Okay,
a
Susan, do we have
punchline.
one from you?
It's a punchline and nobody laughed.
A literal game of telephone.
A literal game of what?
Of telephone.
A literal game of telephone. Okay, let's first vote on Walter's title. I Thought They Were With You by Walter Robinson. Walter's on today. Look at that. Another $20 to Walter Robinson. Okay.
So handsome, the jury today.
Nice short. Okay. All right. So we have a big painting, and that means big money is being offered. $50 to whoever can name this big painting, which references
Rothko.
$20 to Derek Storm. Yes.
That was a tough one. Hey, Mark.
Yes. Yes.
Since that painting is called White Center, I would call it Creamy White Center.
Ooh, Walter.
Oh, those art historical references.
Creamy White
Yes.
Center. It's like candy.
Well, is it really called White Center?
That is called
The
White
original,
Center.
That's a good title. It's an erotic twist. Right?
You have your Roscoe
Hold on.
book
I
right
got a
here.
Roscoe book probably right behind you. I believe you. How could you doubt the editor of ArtNet magazine?
Indeed.
Who goes to the auctions also,
Indeed.
where one sees many a Rothko these days.
And that way it nicely aligns this confusing alignment of figures in the middle of the
It's
picture.
pretty good, and it might just win. Does it allude to this threatening element, though?
Well, you could have a creamy white center with star-shaped nuts in it. I don't know. With a kind of
Walter, how much
mace.
did you pay those three girls in the back row to laugh and everything?
Yeah, man, it's brought like a.
I love the giggles, man. Have to put the giggle in a title.
It's an interesting human phenomenon how some people do that. Like three humans in the back row laugh at anything Walter says.
Those are my
Not
kind of
everyone
people.
else does that. Like Julio does. He just smiles. All right. $50 is in my hand, and I don't want it here anymore. I want to give it to one of the three luminaries up here. So, Susan, Walter, or Carlo, what do we have?
Judgment Before the Heavens.
Judgment Before the Heavens. Interesting. Alluding to the spirituality of a Rothko. Carlo?
Maybe it doesn't matter who you step on. Never mind, I should have kept my
Julio?
silence.
No, it's interesting. I'm glad you said that. It came out. Julio.
The color of pain.
The color of pain.
How about doormat for something?
Well, there's an
You
obvious
said
thing going
step
on
on.
here is how much power this woman has. Stepping on his balls.
Yes, so
and
the
holding
man
that
is the
mace and-
doormat for the
She's
woman.
stepping on his balls
I
and
think
wielding
so.
that dangerous instrument.
I
Yes.
think something has to do with that woman having all this power.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Louis?
The target of my affection.
Okay. And the other
No.
interloper? You? I saw another hand go up. Oh, yes. Drew. Right?
Justice is behind.
Justice what?
Is behind.
Justice is behind. Okay. And yes?
Mastery of yoga.
Yoga.
Control version of the
I did it once, and I felt this part. Anton the poet.
The real master.
The real master.
Well, that's pretty good.
Can I buy? Yeah, because it double meaning. Could be Rothko is the real master, right? Can I buy The Real Master by Anton? Yeah, $50 to Anton. Very good, Anton. Okay.
Look at that one.
Yeah. Oh, I like this one too. This one.
I think of all the butts I've seen today, that's the nicest butt. I mean,
But you mean
that's a
the
pretty,
horses
yeah,
behind
the
or
horse's butt, yeah.
Either way, he's
Pretty
in
hot.
trouble because there's a little girl, little baby angel, and a horse's butt. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a well painted.
How about Twice Told Tale?
Does he clean up with that?
I do.
Well, you
It's
like
a
this
winner.
one.
There is a
Can I buy
market
it?
for horses'
$20
ass.
Against
twice
that.
told
The question
tale.
is whether it's 20 or 40. Let's see all
It's
the tabs.
40. It's clearly 40. Twice told tale. We have another duet, and this is a double duet because there are two guys closing a deal in the distance. You could probably relate to that, Derek, because you probably are hoping to close a deal very soon, right? I know about your deal. That's you and your client. Julio has already closed many deals. You can tell by the way he's dressed. And you should see this guy's apartment. Oh, I really like this painting. Look at all the yellow reflected light. The yellow
Mark, how
reflected
about
light. Yeah.
Hands On?
Hands on. Not bad, because it refers to the
it's all-
handshake there, too. Very good. But let's consider Susan Buice and Walter Robinson.
I defer to hands-on.
Oh, wow. And you, Walter? Do you defer also? No, you want the cash.
Of course I want the cash.
Yeah. Plus, you want to contribute.
No, he just wants, he just likes to stick it to me. Go ahead.
I would, yes. But that would be in the Tale of Two Cities. Or whatever.
Let me intervene. Just an interesting art historical fact for those of you who don't know, and probably most of you don't know, but Walter Robinson and Carlo McCormick wrote an epic article about the East Village art scene for Art in America. They wrote it together back in 1984, I think, or 85, and it's been quoted ever since, and so they're collaborators.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you did most of the work.
Walter,
It's
he did most of the work.
circulated in master's theses.
Isn't
I'm
it?
sure we've been footnoted by a million academics.
Yeah, isn't that great? Endlessly circulated in footnotes,
Yes.
right?
But that's
Isn't that
all we
great?
ever aspired to, both of us.
And
I
they wrote
remember
it together.
as young men, we were going like, someday we could be footnotes.
It was really good. It's a huge article about the East Village art scene. They wrote it back in the day. And here they are. Not quite collaborating. Now they're competing.
That's it.
Okay. We have two. Okay, should we vote on Walter?
You better beat me.
What was Carlo?
Carlo's probably going to win. What was it again, Carlo?
Hands on.
Can I buy hands on by Carlo McCormick? Yeah, $20 to Carlo McCormick. Okay. Okay. Now, all right, I love this painting because the colors are nice, I think. Okay, see what's going on here. Should I love this painting? Is it a good painting?
Oh, come on. A guy in a doghouse. How can you not like it?
Yeah, a guy in the doghouse, and the girl is sitting on top of the doghouse reading a book.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, okay.
Another woman in power.
Another woman in power. Well, you know, I'm trying to get to the truth. Lisa.
I want to interlock the title.
Yeah, please.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty good.
Can I buy Knowledge is Power by Lisa Rosen for $20?
Oh,
Yeah.
almost 40.
Yes. Almost 40. You get it. Okay, Knowledge is Power. All right, now. And Kathy Supove, for those of you who don't know, is known as the downtown piano queen, according to the New York Times, right? Is that what they called?
New Yorker.
New Yorker magazine, even more literary, called this woman the downtown piano queen. Here's fittingly an audience reaction to perhaps to your performance. Every possible reaction, emotion is being displayed here, from sheer ecstasy to anger, angst, envy,
It's like our beloved jury.
Yeah. It's like a what?
Our beloved jury.
Yeah, yeah.
Sans clothing.
Sans clothing, yeah.
Can we see it?
Yes, I'm so sorry. You may see it. Yeah. Every human emotion is being represented by a member of the audience here. So. There's art historical precedent. We should have a question. Which old master painter is most associated with studying the variety of human emotions in his drawings?
Da Vinci.
Very good. Who said Da Vinci first? Leonardo da Vinci. Is there another? Yeah. Leonardo.
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci anticipated this painting.
Call it naked cinema.
Naked cinema. Okay, not bad. Susan Buice or Carlo McCormick?
Picture show.
Picture show. Interesting. I like the woman in the middle. She looks like she's sizing it up.
Yeah, well, she looks like she thinks that she's the filmmaker as well.
She thinks she's the filmmaker. Yeah.
It's unanimous.
It's unanimous, but that,
It's pretty funny.
it's ironic because it's not.
It's a funny,
Really?
funny title anyway.
Can I buy It's Unanimous by Louis Flack?
Yes, yes, that's a good one.
Okay, I'll buy it.